Remind me of the babe. Babe with the power. Power of voodoo. You do. Remind me of the babe.
Hi, and welcome to another Cajun Toy Review. Today we're going to be looking at Mcfarlane Toys, Jim Henson's The Labyrinth, Dance Magic Dance, Jareth, or The Goblin King. This is a figure based off of a movie that I truly love. It is a movie from my childhood. It's right up there with The Never Ending Story. I've seen this movie countless times. In fact, I just watched it with my daughter for the first time the other night, and it made me have to go get this figure because I love that movie and it holds up. It gets more interesting every time I watch it. I see it as an adult in a lot of different ways, and I appreciate a lot of different things, but the mystery and just the magic about the movie is still there even after all these years. So very cool movie. If you haven't seen it, I really recommend it, just for like the amazing puppets and the sets and everything. Like, it's one of a kind. They don't make movies like this anymore. So there is two figures based off of this. There is Jareth in the more elegant kind of blue outfit. I'm not sure what they call that one. Maybe it's just the Goblin King. And then there's this one from the Magic Dance or Dance Magic scene. They're kicking chickens and throwing babies. You and wearing tight pants. But I love the movie, and I had to get this figure, and we're going to talk about it. So let's get into it. So very simple box on this. We just got the Labyrinth logo on there, Jim Henson's, and Dance Magic Jareth, ages 12 and up. We can see clear in there our Goblin King, looking awesome. A lot of detail on this costume. He comes with the scepter and I guess a little goblin. He's not one that stands out. He's not one of the little main ones that you always see. It'd been cool if he came a little baby Toby we could have thrown around. But and I see the stand actually has the Labyrinth logo on it. So that's really awesome. It makes me disappointed that I don't think there's any more figures for this besides those two. I would like to have Sarah and Hoggle and some other ones and stuff. But yeah. So not much else to say on there. It's just like a very open kind of box. On the side we got the Labyrinth logo. Of course, Jim Henson's Dance Magic Jareth. On this side we got the Labyrinth logo again. And then on the back, really cool shot of Jareth. David Bowie is Jareth. We can see some of the goblins. See, these are the goblins that I would like to see in this package. Some of the ones with little crazy hats or something like that. And then Sarah, of course, and the crystal ball going into the Labyrinth. Mcfarlane Toys on the bottom, UPC. And then on the top, don't get lost in them eyes, it's David Bowie. But yeah, let's open it up and check out Jareth. Alright, we are looking at our Goblin King Jareth out of the box on the turntable, and this is a really nice looking figure. There's lots of detail in this costume, and just overall, I think it's a very pleasantly to look at figure. I think it captures the look of that character. It's very unique, and I know quite a few of the people who watch this channel either have their own channels or collect some review figures and stuff like that. And this is going to be an interesting video for you because this figure has some interesting things about it that kind of surprised me. So let's go ahead and get it off the turntable. There's really two little pieces, so we're just going to do the accessories and the figure all together. So let's go. So the Goblin King comes with basically two accessories. We have his scepter, which looks a little longer than I remember. I thought it was a little bit shorter, but this is really cool. It does have the little crystal on the top and kind of ornate, kind of silver or platinum kind of going around that kind of grasp it. You can find some really cool replicas of these online, like on Etsy and stuff. People make these and sell them for costumes. It's kind of got like a whip piece on the bottom, which is I don't remember seeing, but it's definitely interesting looking shape. He holds it pretty well. He can only hold it in his right hand, which is shaped for you. Just kind of work the cuff and then get his hand in there. And once you kind of grip it in there, it holds pretty well. And then we have this little goblin, and this, like I said, doesn't look like any of the main ones that I remember from the film, but it does look cool. It's got some red eyes, and I do like the line work on the face. It gives it a lot more detail, and you can even see little teeth in there. There is some shading in the body, but yeah, this little thing is interesting. I just, like I said, don't really remember it. But hey, more of anything is good. So I appreciate it, especially Mcfarlane. We got an extra accessory and a unique accessory. I don't really see them reusing this mold or anything for a lot of stuff in the future. The other thing, besides the stand, just real quick, is the packaging. It's kind of hard to see in the light, but it's the same cover. It's Sarah, and you kind of see it in the crystal ball with the labyrinth. But I thought it was kind of neat looking, and just wanted to share it with you guys. And then the stand itself is cool. It is the standard Mcfarlane thing, no surprises, nothing new there. One peg, but it has the Labyrinth logo on it with Jim Henson on it, so that's cool. Now, he needs this stand because his feet, he does not stand very well, too well. So, but yeah, looking at the figure, the face sculpt is really good on him. You can see the eyes are really done well. You can actually see he has that dilated eye, just like in real life. It looks cool. Maybe not. I'm looking at it. Nope. I'm going to have to put even brighter light on it. It looks like it's right, but I don't know. But face sculpt and stuff is really good. The flesh tone is fantastic on this guy. Especially, like, you can see like the shading in the cheeks. The lips look really good. It's just like a really, really good human face from Mcfarlane. I mean, that is really awesome. You don't see oh, what is that going on? That's yeah. You can kind of see the eye makeup in the corner. It's kind of hard to see. We got to move the hair out of the way, but the fact that it's there is really awesome. And you can see these ears back there. So yeah, lots of detail on this guy. And I love the hair. It's just all layered, and it's got a nice wash on it. I paint it really well. It's very uneven. It's the Goblin King. I like it a lot. Same thing with the chest. The skin tone is really good on there. You can see that big medallion or whatever pendant he has going on there. There's like the silver chain. Just lots of detail. There's kind of a red wash on his vest. You can see some buttons on there that aren't detailed, but it looks really cool. You might be able to see the red on the back a little bit, but you can see stitching in there. The shirt is this really nice kind of off-white material. It hides the joint pretty well, but it also limits it. The cuffs are cool, very detailed, they got holes in them and stuff like that, kind of frayed. It doesn't stop you from turning. It does limit a little bit of the motion on the hand though, which are gloved hands, but look nice. This hand, this arm, same thing, but different like pose for the hand, so more grasping, less relaxed. The legs are really crazy. I love the detail on these pants. It's kind of like almost like an alligator skin or some kind of like texture stuff on it. Some kind of crazy leopard pants. But yeah, it looks really awesome. You can kind of see really in the back with the detail. And then the boots. Get up there. So yeah, the boots are also really cool. They got that kind of flap that folds over the back. I'm not sure what that's called, but it looks cool. You can see the stitching coming down, and of course they look nice. They got like those big heels on the back. Yeah, this is the Goblin King. Now, let's talk about some of the weird, crazy thing. The thing that really threw me off when I took this figure out of the box and looked at it. So we'll go through the articulation and we'll get there. All right, so Jareth can full 360. You can got a nice little head tilt in there. You can look up a little bit, down, and somewhat full arm rotation. Single jointed elbow, which is limited by the sleeves, and the sleeves are different a little bit, or shape different, so but about the same range of motion on each arm. Rotation at the elbows, wrist flex, which is a little bit limited by the cuffs, and rotation at the hands. He has no ab crunch and no waist rotation. Now, this is the part. So we all collect, a lot of us collect figures and stuff like that, and we know, you know, where the next joint comes in and stuff like that, or should know. Let's turn this guy around and look at what we see. What is this? Have you ever seen this? This is nuts. So yeah, the joint is in the butt, basically. So it makes his legs open like this, which I've never seen that like that. This is my first, so if you was telling me another figure that had it like that, it makes it real clean in the front. But yeah, that's just really odd to me that it's back there like that. Get some magic darts, magic anyway. No thigh cut, no anything like that. But yeah, look at that hinge. I mean, I'm just kind of, yeah. And since it does have a kind of a ratchet in there, you can, you know, you get some Swan Lake. But yeah, that is an interesting joint. But like I said, no thigh cut. There is a single jointed knee, neck and knee, but the pants kind of cuffs, kind of not a whole lot of movement on there. Get about that high, but you do have rotation there. No boot cut or anything like that. And there is a ball joint on the foot. And he has, and here's the other one. He has one peg hole, not two, just a one peg hole in that bottom of that right foot, which is also interesting on there. So yeah, some interesting, unique things about this figure. My buddy said he looked like he was really stiff. He's a little stiff. He's not terrible. He's not a statue. I think he's all right. I think he's cool. I got him for retail and stuff like that. If I would have paid some of the prices I've seen online, where these are like going up to like 50, 60 bucks, then yeah, I would have been kind of annoyed a little bit. But I got him for 25. So, big fan of the film, big fan of the character, fan of David Bowie. So I don't think I did wrong. What do you guys think about this figure? Put it in the comments stuff. Let me know. I'd like to hear you guys' opinion on it and stuff like that. If you have seen the movie, what's your opinion on the movie? What's your favorite part of the movie? Put that in the comments. I'd like to hear that, guys. So yeah, anyway, that's Jareth. That's the Goblin King. I think it's a pretty cool figure. Definitely has a spot on my shelf going forward and stuff like that with my movie horror characters and stuff like that. Even though this is clearly not a horror, it did traumatize some kids, including myself. That part with the hands, ooh, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, if you like this video, please leave a like. Check out our other content. Consider subscribing. We do videos pretty much every day. Different things from NECA, Mcfarlane, DC, Marvel, and whatever else in between. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Links are in the description. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next video. Take care of yourself.